What a good ball that is. Mead couldn't get the power on it. But it'll come, you know it will, sooner rather than later. And for the final 4 minutes of stoppage time here, we're going to see a very popular change. All-time top scorer in the WSL, Viv Miedema. His last game was in December against Lyon. Just another reminder of the quality the Gunners have.
Miedema, who's only just come on. Oh, that's a wonderful through ball towards Beth Mead. What a moment this could be. Oh, how close was that to the perfect return. Final few seconds, and that is it. Job done. Arsenal have back-to-back victories in the WSL, and it's all smiles for Vivianne Miedema on her return after so long on the sidelines.
It's obviously really nice for me to come back and to get the win today, because that's obviously the most important thing. So yeah, it was good.
It's always been a pleasure to play with Viv, so it was so nice to get back on and us to kind of link up, and hopefully we get going again.
And going back to a question we asked you both at the very start of this process, what does football mean to you?
Not that much. Look at her face. She gets so happy.
Having football makes me very happy. So yeah, to be back out there, I think it's a thing we love doing. We started playing football for the love of the game, and that hasn't gone anywhere. And I guess, from my perspective, I'm more hungry for the game than ever because we've missed out on so much of it. So.
Viv, I've seen that pass before. I've seen that pass before. We're getting players back from injuries. Absolutely everyone is going to be needed. Next block over here. Good work.
Are you going to need like this? On three. Vivi, take away. 1, 2, 3. 2. Great, that's the dog.
Can you go around that, eh? No.
Actually, we did early.
I think if you look at recent weeks, there's been a lot of ACLs still unfortunately happening. So I think we'll still be pushing to try and figure out or try and prevent or minimise the ACL risk as much as possible. But yeah, we're still working on that one.
It's got to be said, you both have been clearly so integral to each other's journeys over this past year, supporting each other in that way. What do you both mean to each other?
God, that's a deep question. I would lie if I'd say I wouldn't rather do it with anyone else, because I probably would, but...
Thanks, Viv.
No, but it's just because I want you to do well. I want you to obviously have fun and be out there. And I think it's been quite tough at times, like, because we've never really had happy days together or sad days together. Like, we've always had different, milestones. But at the same time, we've always kept each other in it that way and, yeah, kept it positive and pushed each other to be better, probably. So, yeah, I hope that we can start doing that now again on the pitch.
Good stuff. Hang on. Thank you. Good.
Angry.
They've got to go. Yeah, no worries, mate.
Well done.
Well done, yeah. Are you doing it now with your long arms?
Yeah, big long arms. You're going to have to bend down. Look at the state of us.
I know.
Viv, do them all.
Okay.
There you go.
Today we're going to speak to Paddy. He's our head of physical performance, and yeah, we're going to be speaking about what we're doing at the club right now to obviously help us prevent it from happening. He's been with us since last summer, so almost 1.5 years now. He's got so much experience, and I think for us girls it's really, really nice to have someone like him around us, because he can help us, he can keep us straight, and yeah, I'm really excited to actually hear more from him about it. Paddy.
Vivian.
How are you?
Okay.
Oh, good.
Good to see you. All right?
Good, good. You?
Good.
I think for people, but also for us to just get a better understanding of what we do now to hopefully prevent the ACLs. Is there anything that we've changed, like within the club? Because, I mean, obviously, I can tell you later that I feel like things have changed for the better. But yeah, just more your point of view, obviously, after what happened last year.
Yeah, obviously, last year it was an anomaly. After we got the fourth one last year, myself, Gary Loon, the club, done an internal review and an external review because we felt something had to change. After the review, we went to the European Clubs Association, we talked to other sports. I talked to a lot of my contacts in female hockey, female rugby, athletics, and the stats are frightening.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, last year there was 42 ACLs in the European clubs. 27 girls missed the World Cup, sadly, because of it. I think 8 out of the 12 last Ballon d'Or nominees were within that 27. So a huge quality of players missing a huge tournament, you know, that's heartbreaking for the player, for the country they play for the club they work in. So me being involved with the women's team now for 2 years, prior to that I saw the growth of the game within the club.
Yeah. But
the demands on you guys now has gone through the roof, and every club. And I think even in the WSL now, the competition is much higher again this season. So we're getting tougher games all the time, which is brilliant for the game and for spectators. It's now our job to make sure that you guys are ready for that, and that's the tricky one. My job really is to future-proof this and to try and prevent those injuries going forward and help the newer generation of players coming through and give them the loading and the strength that maybe you guys wouldn't have had as young players.
No, I think that's it. I think we've spoken a lot about that in the documentary anyway. Like, obviously, like me growing up, I played with the boys till I was 14. And then it was just that I started playing professional, so I didn't have like a step in between or anything. Which again, I think if you look at me, Beth, Leah, we've obviously played every single minute of football leading up to actually being injured, which in that sense was quite similar, but the strain on our body was obviously just too much. But I think, yeah, that's something that's the reason why we're here, really, because we want to help prevent it for the generations coming, and for me having to go through it again, hopefully.
Yeah, 100%. And we have a very strong link as a first team with the academy structure, because the step up for young players, young girls to first team football is far bigger than the boys.
Yeah.
The boys have a full-time strength and conditioning coach with every age group from 12 to 21. So they start their gym-based or athletic development-based programs very young. That for me is the biggest tool that we can give the young player to prevent those injuries as they come through, that they're ready for that step up, but they're ready for that loading. And I can only see the demands of the game getting higher again.
No, they will.
Because with that strength and power work that you guys are now doing, then your athletic profile is going there.
Yeah.
And if everyone else is doing it, the game is just going to go there and there.
Don't feel like that yet, but
I mean, you're flying it, you're moving really well.
Yeah, no, but yeah, I think that's it. Like, in the end, obviously, we want to help prevent it from happening instead of being reactive. But I think even for us, like, to obviously hear that there has been a review and, like, things have changed, we can feel things have changed. Like, I think for us players, that gives us a bit more stability, but also confidence in saying, okay, it's not going to happen again. Or last year was obviously, like, ridiculous, but we need to just trust our own body right now to go out and play. And I think the summer break and the girls being away with national team was good for that, but I also think we've implemented that trust again.
You can't prevent all injuries. Obviously, muscle, bone, connective tissue is unpredictable. It's a contact sport. However, what can we learn from this, and how can we share that information with the wider community to try and prevent it in the women's game and try and help women's sport in general?
Yeah, which, I mean, I think it's great because that's the most important thing right now. Like, it happens so often in so many different clubs, as you say. Like, I think it's something that we all need to work together, like rivalry and everything goes out the window, because in the end you all want your best players to be on the pitch. You want to play a World Cup with all the big players. You want to play Champions League football with the best girls there. And yeah, I think that for me, that's the way forward, to help each other out, and then obviously to hope that we can develop that for not just the younger girls here in London, but also within Europe and within women's football.
I don't want young girls to be scared of playing football. I don't want young girls to be afraid of doing their gym session, because the reason why they do it is to help prevent these injuries.
Yeah.
It's a big one. It's a big one, and there's more clubs getting them now, sadly. So how can we help each other prevent that and move forward? And even if these injury rates get the higher powers like UEFA, like FIFA, like the national teams to look and go, okay, how can we help as well?
Yeah.
Because it's, again, down to fixtures, congestion of fixtures, the amount of fixtures, it's risen really rapidly. And I think that has been a huge factor in this. I want to introduce you to James Honeyman, the Academy Manager. He's going to talk to you a lot more about what the Academy have put in place since he became the manager to help with the athletic development programme for the girls and preparing them for European football and club football.
So